Yeah, what is going on? What? Hold on now. How about this? Why is that? Look at my camera. There it is. Uh-huh. Oh, that looks magnificioso. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz. Don't. All right, man. Look, where you at? Oh, I see you, T Money. What's going on with you? Good morning, my brother. How you doing, brother? Prophet, what's going? Oops. All right, man. Look. Someone said that Adam Kalnaki was up off it. Oh, hold on real quick. I'm still a little sick. Hold on, wait a second. Oh my God. I can't do too much hollering now, but hold on, wait a second. Let me see if I can pop this while I'm sick. Ah! Come on now. Ah! Man, this boy just not. God! Boy, that's just not working how I needed to. God! Woo! Woo! That's what I'm talking about. All right, man, look. I got a question. How George Foreman going to help Wilder defense and combination? We can talk about that. That's an excellent question. We's fantastic. Here's the thing. George Foreman, he's not. Let's do it like this. If you notice, George Foreman, when he was the younger George Foreman, the prime George Foreman, before he, came back after those 10 years, his defense, he had this mummy style type of defense. You remember? He used his feet a lot, but he didn't really have effective defense. His offense was his defense, okay? And he couldn't, he didn't know how to, he couldn't stay poised. All right, that's why he burnt out so easily. Big guy throwing lumbering punches on the offense. He moved his feet a lot, and he had that mummy style. The thing is, you have this guy doing that since the Olympics. He won the gold medal doing that. Now, he was able to change as a 40-year-old George Foreman. He was able to change. Archie Moore taught that old dog new tricks, which made him actually an overall better fighter. His defense changed. He shot the jab more, depended on the jab a little bit more. He conserved his energy a little bit more. Right, tools. And he was absorbing punches with this crab style. He did this sometimes, but this was a new George Foreman. What I'm saying is, George Foreman would be perfect for Deontay Wilder because he changed his style. And Deontay Wilder was successful. He won the bronze medal in the Olympics. George Foreman won the gold. If Deontay Wilder feels that he doesn't have to change, well, George Foreman would be, he'll be the personification of change. The fact that he won the gold, he was successful, he became a heavyweight champion, but he couldn't keep that title because of his bad habits. Muhammad Ali sunned him, okay? So I think George Foreman would be the perfect tutor for Deontay Wilder because of that. He was able to change his style listening to a legend before him, which is Archie Moore. It's actually a perfect story for Deontay Wilder. He can say, hey, Deontay, I see what you're doing. Right now, Deontay Wilder, he put his arm out as a defense. His legs are open. He doesn't have a real defense. He leans straight back. If he's in big trouble, he covers up. But even that is weak. That's why Tyson Fury punched around his guard. So he doesn't really have a real defense. And I think George Foreman would be perfect to say, hey, man, try this. Now, you probably won't listen to, I'm not sure if Mark Breland is getting through to him, whomever, but you should listen to me. I'm a big man, a legend myself, had 2 Hall of Fame careers. heavyweight myself, okay? I've been in there with the likes of Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali, all the way up to Evander the Real Deal Holyfield. So I think George Foreman would be perfect for that, honestly. F.A. beats Deontay. F.A. looked great last night. Let's talk about F.A. Ajagba. He looked great last night. If Wilder knock out Fury, he back in the mix. Wilder is in the mix now. I mean, he lost to Fury. So, Deontay Wilder, he get him against Andy Ruiz. You wouldn't watch that? You wouldn't watch Deontay Wilder against Alexander Usyk? You wouldn't watch that? You wouldn't watch him against Joseph Parker? You wouldn't watch him against Derek Chisora or Dillian White? He's in the mix now. I mean, he just took a loss. The Nordic Nightmare versus Fury. Nordic Nightmare ain't got it for Fury, man. Fury is too skillful for the Nordic Nightmare. The thing is, Adam Kalnaki, you want to know what Adam Kalnaki fell victim to? Shouts out to you, brother. What I miss? Oh, man, me missing these shots. That's what you miss. I just want Wilder to be a better boxer. You want to know what messed up Adam Kalnaki? Let me tell you what messed up Adam Kalnaki. Let me tell you this. He's a skilled cheater. Who? Square, straightforward style isn't always going to work. Okay, that's a good point. He's fat. No, that wasn't a problem before. Adam Kalnaki was fighting at home. Look, Errol Spence said it himself. When Errol Spence took on Ocampo, they said, hey, what's the benefits of fighting at home? Errol Spence said, hey, for me, it's harder to fight at home. He said that his anxiety is up because he wants to put out a good showing. He feels more pressured to fight at home. Adam Kalnaki was under the same pressure. He already doesn't fight with the greatest defense, but he came right out there just face first, a little bit worse than he's ever looked. And the Nordic Nightmare, Helenius, just sat back and waited for the right hand. And he ended up knocking him out and having him flopping around like a fish out of water. So one thing, Adam Kalnaki, he reached the ceiling as far as what that style can do for him. But on top of that, he was really rushing himself. You heard the crowd. Everybody was yelling. Everybody was cheering. Everybody, his hometown was screaming loud. So he rushed himself. Man, got knocked out. It happens. It happens. My voice getting stronger, though. I like that. He lost because he got that Brandon Rios and Triple G defense. Not looking good for the PBC. Right. The topic is this. This is what I want to know. Dude, it was all good just a year ago. Just last year, the PBC was holding all the stripes. They were holding all the gems. Y'all forgot that Helenius can crack. I want to be free. That's a good thing. I mean, there's a lot of things people forgot. Helenius, he beat some guys. Did he beat Derek Chisora? Helenius beat some guys, man. He beat some guys. Who else did he beat? He beat some guys, man. Did he beat Samuel Peter? Or so? Yeah. Chisora may have gotten robbed. He beat some guys, though. That's the thing. He beat some guys. It's not like this guy came out of like nowhere, okay? Who hasn't beat Derek Chisora? Okay, but you know what I'm saying. Anywho, but right now, this is no time to start riding Robert Helenius's coattails. We weren't speaking about him like this before because he knocked out Adam Kalnaki. Let's not start talking about the Nordic Nightmare versus Wilder, the Nordic Nightmare versus Fury versus AJ. Let's relax on that. Let's not, we're going too far. It was a good win for him last night, all right? But let's talk about the PBC. The PBC, it was all good just a year ago, okay? These guys had it all. Andy Ruiz was holding 4 titles. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder was the reigning WBC champion. You know, Adam Kalnaki was rising, okay? Efe Ajagba, he's still there. You know, Efe Ajagba, he ain't going nowhere. But with that said, all of a sudden, Andy Ruiz loses his rematch immediately to AJ. And in the way that he lost it, by coming in knocking on 300 pounds, wasn't a good look for Andy Ruiz's market, period. It was real Buster Douglas-esque. When Buster Douglas fought Evander Holyfield, him getting knocked out by Evander Holyfield wasn't a thing. It was how out of shape he looked and how he approached the fight. He didn't approach it seriously. Everybody began to immediately see Buster Douglas as a joke. Andy Ruiz coming in knocking on 300 pounds, people aren't seeing him seriously. All of a sudden, okay? Deontay Wilder, him getting TKO'd by Tyson Fury in the second fight. Now, none of the belts is with the PBC. And last night, Adam Kalnaki was fighting for the WBA Eliminator, and he loses. Whoa, that's like the PBC Armageddon. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, what do? Wilder got knocked out in Russia with headgear. It's on. I mean, he was an amateur. I mean, look, if you fight enough, especially when you were an amateur that started in their 20s, yeah, Wilder. Look, there's no fighter that is an impervious. Mike Tyson was beating amateurs. Muhammad Ali was beating amateurs. There's nobody who, hey, he's never been unscathed and he's won. Stop with the unrealistic stuff on both ends, on Tyson Fury end and Wilder end. Stop with these are human beings who can get their asses whooped, okay? Stop. You win some and you lose some. PBC took another L, thinning through, we're taking a soft touch. FA needs to step up, fight now. Yeah, well, Kojanu, how you say? Kojanu? Is that the guy he fought? BK? I remember that guy fought Daniel Dubois. Dubois knocked him out too, right? So I think Dubois, he fought Nate Gorman too, I think. I think Dubois Dubois is ahead of Efe Ajagba right now as far as his resume, okay? And I don't know, they're moving him along a little bit slow, but Efe Ajagba looks fantastic. He does. Tyson Fury versus Hugo Fury. Huey Fury. I think Nordic Nightmare beat him too, didn't he? Are you going to do a video on your thoughts of the UFC? I didn't see it, and I don't do videos on highlights. I don't. If I watch a highlight and try to do a video, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't do videos on Cliff Notes. I don't. Either I absorb the event and all. That's the only way I can really speak on it. Okay, I don't like coming in with Cliff Notes and highlights. I got to watch the entire fight before I speak on it. My bad. Smash the like button. Thank you so much. Huey Fury lost to Parker, Pulev, and Povetkin. Yeah. No, I didn't see the UFC fights last night. Love your channel, bro. Yo, love your ideas, perspective, creativity. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Big John. Efe Ajagba versus Daniel Dubois. Efe Ajagba was real. He was real. What's my man name? Dolph Lundgren. Jesus, Drago. He was real Drago in that fight, wasn't he? You can even see it in his back, the way he had his chin tucked and how he was shooting his jab, very robotic. His hooks were at a perfect 90-degree angle. Everything was like at a perfect. I mean, Ronnie Shields is doing a fantastic job. I want him to have a little bit better feet, a little bit better head movement. He's just so robotic. With that said, though, Efe Ajagba has a way of shooting light touches to make sure that he's touching you soundly, and I think that's by design by Ronnie Shields to make sure he's throwing the right variety of punches. Those are the type of things that Deontay Wilder needed. Those are the exact things Deontay Wilder needed. Deontay Wilder needed those shoot a correct straight jab, shoot a good hook off the jab, a good combination with good form. Not this. But a good combination with good form. Use your feet and stay in the battle. Stay in the fight. Bam, bam. Move your feet, circle around, and stay in the fight. Okay, that's Efe Ajagba. That's why I said Efe Ajagba. You guys heard me say this a lot. Efe Ajagba is how I wanted Deontay Wilder to develop. It's just that Deontay Wilder is a better athlete, and Deontay Wilder is a harder puncher. But with that said, that technique would be very hard to keep off a Daniel Dubois. Okay? Daniel Dubois, he's not only progressing, but he's progressing in a manner that's like, hey, I already know how to throw punches and combinations correctly. Now I'm here to obliterate you. I think he's a step further. It looks like Efe Ajagba is still getting a firm grasp on the fundamentals. Daniel Dubois has that taken care of. Now it's how many different ways can I put you away? So I think right now Daniel Dubois is ahead. I think if they were to fight right now, Daniel Dubois would be giving him the type of pressure and would be like, okay, let's box now, and now let's slug now. I think Daniel, he would dictate the pace. He would. Yeah, Dubois is more of a monster right now. He would dictate the pace on Efe Ajagba. Efe needs a little bit, he's a little bit more cooking because he got the fundamentals down. He needs to get to the point where it's coming out. You know, look at Evander Holyfield. Remember when Evander now it's just coming out. Now he's just fighting. He ain't got to think about it anymore. He don't have to be mechanical. He don't have to make sure he's touching you and doing the right things. Evander, he will pop, 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 move. You know, now it's just all instincts. He don't even have to think about it. It's just coming out now. You know what I mean? So we waiting for Efe to get there. I was 100% behind Wilder hype. Now admit you was wrong. See, Gavin, the thing about that comment, you're trying to have a gotcha moment, and it's falling flat. You're too busy trying to say, you're wrong. You're gotcha. Okay, look. You're so off base. So many, if anyone has ever watched this channel for longer than 2 seconds, they know how I felt about it. They know how I always said Tyson Fury was the #1 heavyweight in the world. Tyson Fury was the most skilled heavyweight in the world. I said Deontay Wilder has improved. And I think Deontay Wilder took an ass whooping the first fight. I said that Deontay Wilder was outboxed the first fight. He took a boxing lesson the first fight. But I said that I thought Deontay Wilder improved enough to where he could land the right hand and knock him out. That's where I was wrong. But to come with a gotcha moment is foul because I was speaking as a boxing analyst trying to predict a fight. I'm going to be wrong, I promise you, many times as an analyst. I'm not going to call every fight correctly. So I'm not going to be able to predict every fight to the nose correctly. Even you, I know you're probably the most perfect individual in the world. You're wrong at times in predicting fights. It's very hard to be 100% correct. Either way, though, I wasn't fanboying for either one. Woo. Gotta get this going. Chisora's underrated. He may be overrated. ShowBizz tried to explain his faults. People failed to listen. Yeah, man. Now you see Diana Ross every time you see me. Yeah, who said that? Yeah, Jim Brown. The problem is people. Let me tell let me tell you what I found out. Let me tell you what I found out. Uh, what we have today in social media, okay, and in society is, and it's funny. Have you ever dated somebody and you're arguing with them, or you're trying to hold a discussion, and they're responding to what they say you're saying, but they're not listening to what you're saying? How many people have gone through that? They're responding to what they say that you're saying, but not what you're saying. That is what happens to me. I have people that's like, come on, ShowBizz. Now, you know it's obvious that Tyson Fury's glove is floppy. I said that. I'm not saying that his glove isn't floppy or loose or hanging off. Look in the comments. People are constantly saying, come on now, ShowBizz. You can't see that his glove is hanging off? How many times must I say his glove is hanging off? And two things with that is, one, it was the first fight and it resulted in a draw. And two, I'm saying, was it on purpose or not? Was it on purpose or not? Hey, you know, look at the wrist. His glove's hanging off. Oh! So I get that a lot. I get that a ton. People are, and then I will respond to them, and it means nothing. That's why I stopped responding to them. I would respond to them, and they would come back not reading what I said. They just want to speak. It is really, it's impossible. Super chat. I'm getting worked up, man. I still got the flu, so I'm sweating, getting sick. If Wilder was in there with a prime Mike Tyson, he would have been so nervous. I don't think he would have been nervous, bro. Wilder, I had a conversation with ShowBizz, the brother, okay? He's doing great, by the way. My brother's doing great. A lot of you know what happened in that story. But I was holding a conversation with him. It was just yesterday. And I said, there is a chance that Deontay Wilder isn't a good fighter, man. And my brother said, no, he is a good fighter because he's a fighter. He's a bad boxer. And I'm saying that to say, and that's what I meant. That's what I meant, but still, the point is still there. And this is what him and I can agree on. We agree on a lot of things, but this is what we really agree on. And I've said this a lot of times. Deontay Wilder is a warrior. When he said, and it was funny when he said it because he said it in a preaching way, when he said, I'm a king that'll fight to the death. That's true. Deontay Wilder ain't scared of nothing. I promise you, Deontay Wilder isn't afraid of anything. Now, there may be something going on with his managers and, Shelly Finkel and Eddie Hearn and stuff like that. But Deontay Wilder isn't afraid of any. If Deontay Wilder was fighting Mike Tyson, he wouldn't be scared of Mike. I promise you. Deontay Wilder get knocked out in 2 rounds, but he wouldn't be afraid. Dog, Deontay Wilder isn't afraid of anything. Deontay Wilder would get dribbled off the canvas and get up and he's not the problem. And this is what I want to say. This is what I want to say. This is what I want to say. That's the problem. Deontay Wilder, he depends on his fighting heart and his spirit. When Deontay Wilder say, speak it, believe it, achieve it, that's what he's resting on. He's depending on that. He put all his chips on that, and he's been ignoring the basic fundamentals of boxing. If he put more weight on the tools, he'll be perfect. But he's like, man, I can walk in here and I can swing and knock you out because I'm Deontay Wilder. If I speak it and believe it, I can achieve it. I'm a fighter, warrior with a fighter's heart, and you gotta love him for that. But what I'm saying is he doesn't have the tools to, Okay, so look. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. How's my flu? Man, I'm gonna have to get off in a minute because I'm getting hot. Wilder is not the truth. We'll see. Wilder is a fighter and will never be a boxer. That man needs all heart, no brains. Your knowledge was thoughts on Frank Sanchez Biz. I don't have thoughts right now. I love your eyes. Up off net? All right. This is what I want to ask you guys. Did Tyson Fury crack the code? This is a very important question. Tyson Fury not being afraid of Deontay Wilder, walking him down, using his size and his weight. Did he crack the code? Did he crack the code? No, I don't have corona. All respect to you also, brother. To BK. No, not exactly. Yep. Fear is fuel. Yep. Fury fanboy. Here we go. Yes, no, yes, crack, no. I think he may have. Who needs Max Kellerman when we got ShowBizz the adult? He definitely got exposed. Okay. Here, and that's a very important question. Okay. Now, when Iron Mike Tyson, when he lost to Buster Douglas, Razor Ruddock was like, I'm about to walk through Mike and knock him out just like Buster Douglas did. After Buster Douglas knocked out Mike Tyson, everybody was like, wait a minute, man. Like, remember I told you chin is mostly mental? Everybody was like, oh, no, let's run that back. Give me another piece. You guys remember that? Remember that? Yeah, everybody. Razor Ruddock was like, I'm about to trade with Mike and we're about to go toe-to-toe. Y'all remember that? The difference, though, is Mike had technique. So when they went to lift his skirt, they saw balls. When they went to lift Mike Tyson's skirt after that Buster Douglas loss, they saw a big pair of hairy balls. and this is what we have to know. After Deontay Wilder took that loss, pause. After Deontay Wilder took this loss against Tyson Fury, everybody is jumping in that long line to lift that skirt. Everybody is. Everybody's in that everybody done jumped in that line to lift that skirt. They want to know what they're going to see. Deontay Wilder has to go back to the drawing board, because if they lift that skirt and they put that pressure on him and he does this, they're not going to see big hairy balls. Okay? So now Deontay Wilder is in a world now where everybody is going to try to pull a Tyson Fury. You know what? Let me eat, let me get my weight up, and let me walk this dude down, okay? So now Deontay Wilder, more now than ever, forget Tyson Fury, July 18th. Forget just that. Moving forward, everybody is going to be like, oh, Derek Chisora, Dillian White, everybody. AJ, everybody is going to say, hey, if I fight Deontay Wilder, I'm stepping forward on his ass. Okay? So this is a very important time for Deontay Wilder. Very important time. Facts, another great breakdown. Thank you so much. Biz, I think he did, but I think we are not factoring in Fury has still perfected the style. See, Fury, the thing about Fury is this, okay? Fury is, yeah, this is live. Fury is a very difficult egg to crack, all right? Fury is a 6'9". I mean, even for the Fury that Deontay Wilder fought, this is tough for Deontay Wilder, man. Fury is 6'9", 273 pounds of slick fighter, okay? So it was going to be hard for Deontay Wilder to get to him in the first place, but he was going to be able to. The problem is Tyson Fury, with his long reach, was the aggressor. So his punches got to Deontay Wilder's first. And Deontay Wilder, not knowing how to sidestep, not knowing how to lean side to side, he goes straight back. If he kept a glove in his face, Deontay Wilder would keep going back. He exposed the flaws Deontay Wilder had. Deontay Wilder would keep going back. He doesn't really know how to defend himself. He'll throw a punch and try to swing out of it, but that's not enough. And when Tyson Fury got on him, he weighed down on his neck. He did all the things. You know what I mean? He held him. He put his head in there. He did all the tactics. He pushed him against the ropes. He slapped him upside the head, pumped the jab, hit him with a right hand, then held him. All those things that Deontay Wilder's like, hey, man, you're not doing this right. When you're a big man and you use your size and you bully a guy, that's hard for anybody. It really is. Like Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson, right? Lennox Lewis was like, bam, bam, boom. And when Mike Tyson went forward, what did Lennox Lewis do? He stepped backwards. Bam, bam. And when Mike Tyson stood up and stepped back, what did Lennox Lewis do? He stepped forward. Boom, bam. And then when they got close, Lennox Lewis grabbed him and leaned on his back. Tyson was like, Jesus, man. This is a tough night. Has Fury peaked? Yeah, he peaked here. He peaked here. But, he needed Sugar Hill to put that extra wrinkle, but, yeah. Yeah. It's hard to win when the fix is in, even, I do, look, I can't. I don't have the energy. Fury used every tool of the sweet science. He really did. I'm sorry, y'all, for the breakup. Actually, Adam Kalnaki, he tried to do that last night. If you know boxing. Remember when Michael Spinks was so nervous when fighting Mike Tyson? Man, Michael Spinks had he almost had a doodle ball rolled down. He almost took a jit on himself. He almost took a shit. He almost dropped a turd. He was so afraid of Mike. He was looking at him across the ring and Mike wasn't making it any better. Mike came in with no music. Remember that? Ching! What was he? What was the ring entrance? What was that music? It ting, da-dum, and he just walking in like ting, and that dude, he could. Mike comes in the ring, pacing back and forth with his neck, dog. Da-dum, shing, and dog. And Spinks was over there looking at him like, hey, man, this ain't, hey, I thought I was going to fight a human being, dog. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Deontay Wilder used his own reach as defense. Fury's longer reach nullified that. Fury hasn't peaked quite yet. You don't think he peaked? Right. I didn't know I was fighting a demon. Didn't Sugar Hill Stewart retire to tribute Emmanuel Stewart? I didn't hear about that. You taught me something there. ShowBizz. The thing is, Fury. We're talking boxing here, bro. Are fans so ignorant that they can't see that a floppy glove in the first fight have nothing to do with the second fight, brother? Dude, let's move on. I put all the energy I could into that. Let's move on. He said it in an interview. Does Usyk beat Wilder with the blueprint? Usyk is too light in the ass to beat Wilder with that blueprint. Usyk doesn't need that blueprint. Usyk is a fantastic fighter. My thing is, it's almost, if you want me to keep it a buck, okay, it's almost too disrespectful for me to think Usyk would beat Deontay Wilder after one fight at heavyweight, okay, against Chaz Witherspoon. Okay, I love Usyk. He's one of my favorite fighters, but to say the guy beats a reigning champion at heavyweight, who spent his entire career at heavyweight, knocking out heavyweights, okay? After stepping one toe in the heavyweight division, all right? To say that guy, after one fight, beats a reigning WBC champion who after 10 title defenses, I can't say that. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Could Wilder cut weight and go to cruiserweight? He shouldn't. ShowBizz, these guys are disrespectful. Don't know boxing. ShowBizz. I try, and that's why I don't block them and stuff like that. I'm trying to teach them to love the sport. If you notice, a lot of these guys don't hit. All right, man. Jeez Louise. Hold on. Didn't Wilder box at cruiserweight in the Olympics? I thought it was heavyweight. We must teach. Yeah, BK. All right, look. All right, man, look. Here's the sad thing. Here's the sad thing. All right. I'm not going to spend this let me do it like this. How many of you are here to support Deontay Wilder because he's black? How many of you are here for that reason? Let's just do this real quick. No, it's not going to be that bad, unless because I love that. Look how he reps why he's here. The best answer was the best answer is I support all black fighters. That was the best answer. I love Wilder. I respect because he's doing it for his daughter. Boxing has no color. No. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this, man. Color doesn't matter. Oh, okay. Then we don't even have to talk about this. We support boxing, period. Okay. So all right. So we don't even have to talk about it. We don't even have to talk about it. The people who are here right now just want to talk boxing. Okay, so yeah. My bad for doing that. Well, what I was going to say was I was going to say two things. Okay, the two things I was going to say was one, Deontay Wilder. Though I love him as a fighter, I support Deontay Wilder. He doesn't represent. He's not the fighter. He's not the representative of the black race. because there's so many special black fighters. I don't see this response, from any other black fighters losing. So I mean, I think all these black fighters are just great fighters, great warriors. And to have one guy be the guy who is the pillar, the representative of black people, I think that's just ridiculous. When AJ lost against Andy Ruiz, I just didn't see this response. Actually, I saw the opposite. I saw black people like, AJ lost. Woo! Yeah! Deontay Wilder would have killed him. It's like, but AJ is from Africa, So, I saw the inconsistencies, and I thought that wasn't cool. So I was going to say that. I was also going to say, to come to this channel, okay? This is a boxing channel. It's a boxing channel. And I know I'm a black man, all right? And I'm hosting a boxing channel. But I hope people don't go to movie review channels where there's a black host and say, hey, you're selling out for reviewing white movies. Only review the black ones. That black host would be like, hey, man, I'm a movie review host. I'm reviewing movies. No, only review the black ones, you coon. Come on, bro. Maybe you're on the wrong platform. Maybe you should go somewhere else where they discuss only black movies or discuss just, black civil liberties. So to get on my platform and try to twist it and make it what you want it to be is just, man, that's just no fair, and it's not cool. It's disrespectful and it's wrong. Even to turn your back on me, if you are a black person supporting black, to turn your back on me is man, that's inconsistent. All right, so those are the inconsistencies that's really just not cool. You know what I mean? But as far as Deontay Wilder, he has a chance July 18th for redemption. And I think if he does it right, I don't see how Deontay Wilder has less of a chance July 18th than he had February 22nd going into that fight. Don't forget, Deontay Wilder was the favorite. Super chat. Stavern got hit so hard that his brain popped out. Dog, Stavern, bro. Stavern was so... I never seen that fight, you want to talk about balls, okay? Do you remember how Deontay Wilder looked at Stavern, hit himself on the chest? He stood there like this and just looked him down and then just knocked him out. Dog, that was the most being outmanned display I think I've ever seen in my life. ShowBizz is the most unbiased man in the game. Thanks, Paul. Thank you for keeping it 100 UK love, bro. Thank you so much. No one was more happy for Fury than Stavern. That was some that knockout was so disrespectful, bro. That was insane. Keep doing your thing, 100. Thank you so much. Hey, man, I'm getting, I think I'm getting a little, I think I need to sit down. You made a good comment. Why was there so much hate for Joshua when he lost compared to Wilder? It's not a black thing. It's not a black thing. It's not a race thing. Race-wise, okay? It's not that. It's a culture thing. It's who do we consider to be quote unquote black? Blackness is a destination now. It's not so much your race. AJ is black, but he's not a real black man. You know what I mean? That's our culture. AJ's black, but nah, man, he ain't black. Wilder's black. See, but Wilder, that's black. So, and that's to make someone more black than the next, and it's that you have the power to make somebody, to point somebody out and say he's more black than this one due to his personality traits. That's horrible. That's horrible. But that is a culture thing. It's not a race thing. Joshua's not American. Yeah. But Efe Ajagba, he's not American, is he? He's straight African. Okay. Efe Ajagba, he should have that type of following. He should have that type of following. Pulev beat Chisora. See, LOL. ShowBizz got it wrong. All caps. Everybody, look at this. I want to troll. Like, get out of here. AJ more Nigerian than Wilder. Yeah, AJ straight from Africa. Black Americans just different. I'm a Black American. I relate to all Black people. Should be about ShowBizz. The boxing should be about kicking butt, and that's it. Yeah, boxing. Yeah, I mean, look. Let me tell you. We need to get this live stream back on target. But boxing should be about kicking butt, nothing else. Yeah. Boxing is where I am. Okay, I'm a boxing analyst. That's my job. That's what I do. I'm a boxing analyst. Am I aware or for or against? I totally understand protecting, defending, and increasing the civil liberties of blacks. That's a totally different argument. I can make that platform. That's a different platform. Yeah. But when you try to blend the two, now you're tainting both. You're tainting the purity of boxing, and you're tainting the purity of the movement of increasing and defending civil liberties for blacks. To say a black man lost, if a black man loses, that's racist. That is ruining the argument, the power, the movement of increasing and defending the civil liberties of black people. That's a totally, you need to brush that one off and just work on the politics and the freedoms of that. That's a stronger cause than boxing. That's a totally different thing that you can focus on. And with boxing, when someone get their ass whooped, they got their ass whooped. But when you try to blend the two, you can taint the purity of boxing, and you can taint that movement. I don't blend the two. I keep boxing. Now, if you want to put me on a different platform and I discuss the civil liberties of blacks, that's a totally different thing. Get better, bro. I think people support Wilder because he's a Black American heavyweight champion, and it shouldn't be that rare. It's we've had many of them. Man. Is this man ignorant? All sports are reflected of what goes on in society. As an analyst, when I break down boxing, when I break down a jab, an uppercut, what led to one man beating another in the ring. When I look at Tyson Fury, him weighing on the neck of Deontay Wilder, and I see that happen. Lennox Lewis, as a black fighter, he did that with other black fighters. When I see that happen with Errol Spence, he did that with Sean Porter. When I see that, that's just a technique that's used. So when I see a fighter shoot the jab, throw an uppercut, sidestep, have great defense, I don't say that's a white defense. I don't say that's a white jab, a white uppercut, a white right hand. When I see, somebody have a victory, I don't say that's a white victory and that's a black victory. As an analyst, that does nothing for me. As an analyst of boxing, where I love the sport, I see two men fighting. If it's a Mexican dude, I'm just looking at his tool set against Filipino. I'm just looking at their tool set. When I look at a Puerto Rican person against a black man, I'm just looking at their skill set. I'm looking at a Cuban person against a white guy. I'm just looking at their skill set and what led one to defeat the other. I don't I don't do that. I'm a boxing analyst. I'm different. I love the sport. You know, I speak on the sweet science of it, and I talk about more than Wilder. You know, I talk about Inoue against Casemiro. Who you guys think gonna win that fight? Now that's a fantastic fight right there. So when I look at that, I don't say, you know, Japan against the Philippines. I don't say, you know, man, dude, he's a Filipino. His Filipino DNA is going to outweigh. I just don't. That doesn't do anything for me. You know what I mean? I don't talk about the fact that China and Japan been going at it for. I mean, you know, it's just. It doesn't help me as an analyst to think that way. I don't think outside of a punch landing on the other dude's face. I just don't. Mayweather versus Alvarez 2 right now. Who wins? No need to explain yourself, Biz. Let them haters hate. I just wanted to give one last olive branch, extend the olive branch like one last time and say, hey man, this is what I'm talking about. If you don't get it, then hey, I don't know what to do for you. But who you guys got, Inoue or Casemiro? Inoue by knockout. Here's the thing, man. That Casemiro is so patient. Dude, that guy is so poised. He's such a poised fighter with power himself. That's a hard fight. He can mess around and be one of those guys like a bullfighter. You know what I'm saying? He can be like a bullfighter here, where you have Inoue kind of throwing punches and bunches to get him out of there, or you think Inoue is too smart. Dude, Casemiro is such a poised fighter. He can mess around and catch him in the exchange. Yeah, man, this is a good fight. ShowBizz, real question. Why no conversation about Mexicans that ride hard for Mexican fighters? I don't have any question. I don't have any, what is it, questions? Hold on. Oh yeah, I don't make conversations about black fans for black fighters. I don't make conversations for Filipino fans for Filipino fighters. I don't make conversations about all of them. You want me to speak for other platforms who make that conversation? I can't do that. But I've had a few race videos where I said I understand race. I understand you supporting people that's like you. I understand that. But don't pass that on me. Don't pass that on me and make me try to think like you. I understand you being only rooting for black fighters because you're black. I understand that. I understand, damn late. Oops. Thanks, Cooley. I understand Mexicans doing that for Mexicans because they're Mexican. I understand that. Just don't force that on me. Hey, you're black. Make this channel about black fighters. Don't force that on me. That's not. I have no problem with y'all doing that. That's y'all. Just don't force it on me. I never say anything. Ryan Garcia versus Linares is going to be a real good fight. I think so. I think that's one hell of a fight. I think that's one hell of a fight right there. We're going to learn a lot about Ryan Garcia, that fight, okay? But I'm suspecting that when you lift Ryan Garcia's skirt, big hairy balls, bro. I'm suspecting that Ryan Garcia going to beat Linares too. And the thing is, that's a hard fight. And I think it should bring some appreciation to what Lomachenko did against Linares. But here's the deal. If Garcia beats him easily, okay? Because if he beats him easy, Lomachenko struggled with Linares. If Ryan Garcia beats him easily, bro. Real talk. And I understand the triangle theory doesn't work. I understand that. But still, uh-oh. Billy beats Canelo. He could. I got Canelo though. I think Canelo has just gotten better. He just improved, man. I got Canelo. ShowBizz versus Kurt DeVille. I actually like Kurt DeVille. He hit me on my DM like last month or something like that. I forgot what he said. I think he was telling me to keep my head about something. Just off the blue. He just had kind words to say. I got no problem with Kurt. He all right with me. He all right. Let's see. When is Loma versus Lopez fight? Man, dude. ShowBizz versus the Flu. Yeah, the Flu is kicking my ass. Yeah, it's supposed to have been in April, right? Now I think it's getting pushed out. And they haven't confirmed it. Why they're dragging their feet? I have no idea. No idea. They said May 31st. When did that happen? I have no idea. Billy Joe tough. He went with Eddie Hearn. Look, let me tell you something about Billy Joe. Okay, he boxed at the level of his competition. That's the problem with Billy Joe. See, the guy that fought Lemieux isn't the guy every fight. That's the problem with Billy Joe Saunders. He's not the same guy every damn fight. See, he can mess around and take on who? And struggle for 11 rounds. You feel what I'm saying? So, ShowBizz the adult. Is boxing game coming out for PS5? Yes. John Hargrave, thank you so much for the super chat. You guys are very patient with me, man. You can see that I'm sweating and all that. I like FA, but I think Daniel Dubois chins him. Yeah. They said Loma don't want the fight in New York. Man. Billy Joe can beat Canelo in 12. You're funny when you're sick. Yo, I'm funny regardless. I'm one of those guys that like, even ShowBizz a child is like, Dad, you so funny. And I'm sitting here just like, like I'm not even trying to be funny right now. Headed back to the church. Oh, much love. I care that you're sick, but not as much as I care about the boxing knowledge you bring. Why no more haircuts? Yeah, I'm getting kind of tired of it now, man. I may mess around and cut this one on off, bro. Can you explain Billy Joe's style, please? Sure. Billy Joe has what I like to call a paper in the wind style. Okay, if there's a brisk wind, it's kind of like the plastic bag on the highway style, right? He catches the wind. Okay, so Billy Joe would be right in your shoulders. Billy Joe would be right in your wheelhouse, and with your swing and the wind of your swing, he's catching the wind, and you're missing everything. And before you know it, your head's snapping back, pow, and he's just catching the wind, pow, and he'll switch southpaw, floating. Yeah. He's very fluid. He'll be southpaw, switch on your orthodox, switch back southpaw, pow, and just float in a damn wind. Okay, it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. My whole thing is Canelo Alvarez right now, he has two ways to beat you. You know what I mean? Canelo can counter you. Canelo is a fantastic boxer. So Canelo can counter you if he wants, be a counter puncher, or he can pressure you. And I've seen him do both with Kovalev. I've seen him pressure Kovalev into punching so he can be the counter puncher. The guy has become, and I think Canelo, when people talk about Floyd Mayweather and how Floyd Mayweather adapts to everybody, Canelo has gotten there. Canelo has gotten there to where he can adapt. And hopefully for Canelo, now a fighter like Billy Joe doesn't give him the issues that it's given him in the past, like Floyd Mayweather and Lara. I suspect that Billy Joe will give him the issues because Canelo has kept away from those guys since Lara. If you notice, Canelo didn't want any of Andre. He didn't want any of them. And he said the reason was, he said Andre was too boring. That means too difficult. I'm sorry, okay? And you know I love me some Canelo. But when Canelo said Andre is too boring, in my mind, that meant he's too difficult, okay? He's not going to give you what you want. Billy Joe Saunders, though, it surprised me him taking that fight because he's the same thing. It's just that Billy Joe didn't look that good his last fight. And I think Canelo was like, man, hold on, let me get this guy out the way. I don't think Canelo is afraid of anybody. I just think there are certain guys that would not make Canelo look fantastic. And you want to make Canelo look as fantastic for, and that doesn't mean cherry pick either. That doesn't mean cherry pick. This is what I mean by this. Canelo versus Andre would be a more boring fight than Canelo versus Beterbiev. Canelo should fight Beterbiev over Andre. Even if Andre, it wouldn't be Canelo cherry picking Beterbiev over Andre. It's just that it would make Canelo look better fighting Beterbiev because it'd be such an action-packed fight, okay? So you would rather see Canelo against Beterbiev than Andre. And that's how Canelo's career is looking. Every fight got to be this fantastically fun fight, all right? So, but Billy Joe Saunders, he wanted Callum Smith. Callum Smith is tailor-made for Canelo Alvarez. But Callum Smith is like, no, I don't want to fight. Callum Smith really turned that down. Which, why did you guys not believe Joe Cortez? When Joe Cortez, hold on, man. Time out. Remember when I broke the news a week before it came out that Canelo was taking on Billy Joe Saunders? Why did everybody thought we were capping over here? No, where are y'all? Where are you at? Where are y'all? I read the comments. Where are you? Talking about, nah, ShowBizz, it's Callum Smith. Where you at? You remember, but Robert, you remember. Where are you? Where smashing like, where you at? BK, was that you? BK, it could have been you. Where are you? Wasn't me, but I remember, yes, I believe, because, you remember them, where they at. I'm not going to cap on, why the hell would I cap on y'all? This is a boxing community. Here I am. Look. All right, man, look. I'm not going to just give clickbait information. It doesn't help our community. Joe Cortez thought that the ShowBizz, the adult community, was worth, thank you so much, nice shot, I'm automatic. The ShowBizz, the adult community, was worth getting this exclusive news. Joe Cortez was like, you know what? The ShowBizz, the adult community. First of all, shout out to the ShowBizz, the adult community. We're so respected. That you got somebody like Joe Cortez saying all the other media people, they don't really know what's going on. I'm going to let the ShowBizz, the adult community know. Come on now. This community, y'all are so respected. If you went on Google, no one knew what was going on, but we did. And it's out of respect. So yeah, man, that was fantastic. The thing is, a lot of people said, what would Joe Cortez know? He's just an old referee. Well, that's because you don't know what he's doing now. He's not reffing now. He's doing something else. He went to the next. So he knew exactly what was going on. He knew exactly what was going on. And he told us, and he just went away like an old wise man. He told us, he said, hey, T-Mobile Arena, Billy Joe Saunders versus Canelo Alvarez. And he just. Oh, like a monk. Oh my God. Yeah, just faded away. He faded. Joe Cortez, Billy Joe Saunders, you know. Yeah. Billy Joe's T-Mobile Arena, a million. That's out of love, Joe. That's out of love, Joe. Much love, Joe. All right, what else we got, man? I don't have much more time, dude. I got to get a bite to eat. I really want to say thank you all for coming out. if one more question, man, and then I'm out of here. What's my thoughts on the coronavirus? Mug getting busy. Who's next for Crawford? Kell Brook, right? From my understanding, it's Kell Brook. Get tested, bro. Seriously, I did. Steve Willis is the GOAT. He is. Steve. I'm not gonna. That was a personal information. I mean, a conversation with me and Steve Willis. I'm not gonna do that unless he tells me to say something. Who's the man at 135? Lomachenko. I think that goes without saying. Kale needs another fight at least. I don't think so. ShowBizz, how do you rate Canelo in the history of Mexican fighters? Oh, shit. Hey, show business partners, this is the last question. And I want all of you to get involved. Let's all get involved here. Because like I said, this community is strong because we all think together, all right? We all have a voice here. When it comes to the history of Mexican fighters, where do you rank Canelo? One of the greatest? Top 20 already. That was very solid. Very solid. Top five. Already? Too early to tell, Jim Brown. That was a good. I like what Jim Brown said. I mean, he's 29 years old. Top 15. Top 10. Top 10. Soon to be one of the best. Top 15. The best is Salvador Sanchez. Now Chavez, top 10, but don't think he is a Mexican fighter. Here we go. Top 5. Well, you have to understand this. You have to understand this. A lot of people, do you understand, most popular, but that has its weight. You know, there's a lot of people saying too early to tell. And that's because what if Canelo Alvarez get knocked out by Jamal Charlo? Like, when people say, you feel what I'm saying? The way people flip now, okay? Has he done enough already? Yeah, look, the way his career is going, Canelo Alvarez will end up being a top 5 all-time great Mexican fighter. If the way it's going, if I were to project it, if I had future projections, okay, like some kind of financial, if I was in finance and I gave a presentation on future projections, and I were to look 10 years down the line, I'll say Canelo Alvarez will be a top 5 all-time Mexican fighter. Will he ever get above Salvador Sanchez? No, probably not, and probably would never get above Chavez and, nothing like that. But I mean, would he get above Eric Morales? Probably. He could probably get above Morales, right? So you start thinking, can he get above Oscar De La Hoya? Probably. Now I got Oscar over him, but 5-10 years down the road, probably. Roberto Duran's Panamanian, but I heard he was mixed. But I'm just saying he's considered as a Panamanian fighter. You know what I'm saying, though? So, can't wait to run across you, dude. Bruce, much love for you. Get the book. Hold on, real quick. This is my last thing. Oh my God. I bounced. So let me see. Greatest Irish American fighters. That made me think, you know what I mean? My eyes, I'm seeing double and everything. Excuse me if I can't. I'm having a hard time finding this right here. Come on now. Greatest Mexican fight. Jeez. All right, here we go. Come on. So they got Salvador Sanchez at 5. I think I would. Ricardo Lopez at 4. It's hard. Yeah, see, it's hard to put Salvador Sanchez because Salvador, he went, man, that's horrible with Salvador, man. Ricardo Lopez at 4. Carlos Zarate at 3. Ruben Alvarez at 2. Yeah. And at 1, Julio Cesar Chavez. Can Canelo Alvarez be greater than Ricardo Lopez? Yeah. So you're talking, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You're talking about, they got Eric Morales at 12, though. I can't believe he's that low. Barrera, I was going to mention Barrera, too. They got him at 10. Man, they got Eric Morales low, Jack. but here's my thing. And here's the book, by the way. Man. So my thing is that they don't even got Oscar De La Hoya on here. They don't have Oscar De La Hoya on here. Regulator, mount up. Oh, see, hold on. Teddy Atlas got Salvador Sanchez at 3. There you go. And Ruben, Olivares at 2, and then Julio Cesar Chavez at 1. You're talking about Canelo can end up being a top 4 fighter, man. Canelo Alvarez can end up being a top 4 Mexican fighter. If it keeps going the way it's going. You feel what I'm saying? Oscar is American. Right. Mexican descent, but he was born in California. Right. I see. I see. I like that. I like that. Durano Chavez, that right there is going to end this live stream because that fight. If you want me to pass out trying to think of a fight who will win a fight, Duran against Chavez will make me. You see, I got the flu. That shows you how much you care about showbiz or don't. You can care less. You try to give me a brain aneurysm with the flu. You can care less about. Do you know how much I've given to you? You can care less how much I've given to this community. You can care less about my health. I got the flu, and you want to bring up Chavez against Duran. Boy, I swear to God. Showbiz the dope. Hey, I'll have a new video tomorrow. I'm out. Huh.